How to start a startup in India in 2023? Did you ever have this question in your mind? If yes, then you are on the right spot, because in this video I am going to discuss in detail 20 steps in which you can build your startup. So hello guys, my name is Vikas and I welcome you to my channel Startup Journey with Vikas. In this channel we discuss ideas, innovation, startups and business. So without wasting time, let's start today's video. The first crucial step we are going to discuss is idea generation. Idea generation is the core of your business. Your startup or business is going to revolve around your one core idea. So the more interesting your idea is, the more successful your startup can be. You should begin by identifying a unique and viable business idea. You should conduct a market research to validate your idea's feasibility and demand. So once your idea is validated and you find people interested to spend on your idea, let's move to the second part. The second stage is business plan. You should create a comprehensive business plan outlining your goals, target audience, revenue model and financial projections. You should include everything, including the ups and downs you are supposed to have in your startup journey. Once you are done with your business idea, you should compare the business idea with similar businesses. It will give you the competitive advantage and the unique selling proposition which you can bet on. Your business should contain the financials in detail, because the moment you start burning cash in your startup, it's your financial plan which will save you some fuel. Now comes the legal structure. As a startup, the most preferred company structure is private limited company. If you register a private limited company, you can receive funds from a person or a company in exchange of your shares. If you find it difficult to register a private limited company because it's time taking and hectic, you can start with a minimal registration like proprietorship or partnership and start your startup. But in case you need to raise some funds from outside, private limited company registration is a must for you. So that's the legal registration part. And now comes the funding. You should determine your startup's capital requirements and explore funding options like personal savings, loans, angel investors, venture capitalists, or government grants. There are many government policies for funding a startup in India today. In many cases, you need not to spend a single penny in your startup, and you can build your startup with the government funding only. There are various schemes like PMEGP, Mudra Yojana, and Startup India Seed Fund with which you can start your journey. One advice: try to keep your company bootstrapped. You can raise some initial funding from your relatives, your friends, and family. Number 5. Business name and branding. You should choose a unique and memorable business name, a name which reflects your brand, your identity, and your work, and it is easy to remember. It's very crucial. Choose your name carefully. Today, a website and a mobile application is must for various businesses. So for this, you need to register a domain name with your business. So try to keep the name same for your business name and your domain. Number 6. Compliances and licenses. You should obtain necessary licenses and permits for your industry. So not necessary for every sector, but in some sectors you should take a license before you start your journey. So in your particular segment, try to get every license done before you start. One common thing you will require is the GST registration. Whatever you do, a GST registration will help you in many ways. If you are supplying to a government entity, you need a GST registration done. Now comes the 7th part: team building. You should build a team of people aligning to the same point and same set of goals. You should assemble skilled and motivated people, because skill and motivation both are required to make your business a successful one. You should clearly define the roles and responsibilities within your team so that your team keeps focusing on the ultimate goal. Number 8. Product or service development. It is your product or service which you are going to sell and take money in exchange of. So the product or service you are going to offer should be designed in such a way that it fulfills the need of the customer in such a way that he doesn't require any other service or product in your sector. So develop your product or service keeping user feedback in mind, and you should ensure the maximum quality and scalability. Scalability means you can distribute this product and service at a large scale at various landmarks. Number 9. Marketing and sales. You should create a marketing strategy to reach your target audience, either an offline marketing strategy or an online one. You should choose which one will work best for you. So you should create a marketing strategy to reach your target audience, and you should develop an online presence through the website and social media. You should also build partnerships and sales channels. Marketing is a very vast subject. If you need a detailed video on this, I will make a separate video for you. Number 10, funding round if needed. In many cases, you do not need a funding, but if you fail to manage your finances well, you will need an external funding. So if bootstrapping is not sufficient, seek an external funding through investors or loans. Pitch your startup to potential investors. Number 11, launch. Launch your product or service with a well-executed marketing campaign. Gather user feedback and iterate as necessary. Many times we do a hurry in product launch and we do not get the required traction for our products or service. So wait patiently, plan everything and launch your product well. Number 12, financial management. Maintain a detailed financial records and manage your finances efficiently. You might have seen many startups failing managing their finances, and on paper they do not have any records for their expenses or many things related to accountability. So if you don't want to be another Go mechanic or Byju's, manage your finances well with the help of a CA or an accountant. Scaling. So if you are able to generate demand for your products in the first round, you need to scale this business. So you should plan for scalability as your startup grows. You should expand your team, infrastructure and market reach according to your financials. It is going to burn a lot of cash, so this step is very crucial. Plan carefully. Number 14, networking. Attend your industry events and participate in various trade fairs, conferences and business meetups. This will give you an identity as a prominent supplier of a product or service in your industry. You should build relationships with mentors, advisors and potential partners which will help you in many stages. Number 15, adapt and innovate. When you build your startup and start selling your products, there are many changes which you should adapt in order to sustain and become successful in the market. The best example for this is Nokia. Once it was a hit product, but due to lack of innovation and adaptation of Android, it failed. So stay agile and be ready to adapt. The market changes rapidly. Continue innovating to stay competitive. Number 16, legal protection. So when many people know about your product, there are chances that someone copies your product and makes money out of it. So you can protect your intellectual property through patents, trademarks or copyright if applicable. Draft your contracts and agreements carefully and ensure that every dealing you do within your business is legally compatible. Number 17, compliance and taxation. You should stay up to date with the changes in tax and regulations. In many cases, it has been seen that the change in tax slab has killed many industries. A recent case, government increased the taxes on fantasy gaming and crypto trade. It has affected the sectors badly. So stay up to date within your industry, file your taxes regularly and maintain the compliance. Number 18, exit strategy. Exiting your business doesn't mean that you are shutting your business down. Exit strategy is helpful in various stages. In case your company is successful and you want to sell your company, you want to dilute your shares to the maximum, or you want to transfer the authority of handling it, you need an exit strategy. So plan an exit strategy, whether it's selling the company, going public or passing it to a successor. Consult a legal advisor regarding this and plan it according to his advice. Number 19, continuous learning. Entrepreneurship is the journey of learning. They say that in this journey you don't fail, either you win or you learn. So keep learning and innovating your skills as an entrepreneur. So every day you will encounter new challenges and you have to make it up with new skill sets. You can also seek advice from experienced entrepreneurs and mentors in your field. Keep learning and innovating. Number 20, persistence and resilience. Understand that entrepreneurship can be challenging. It might not work for you for several years, but if you believe that your idea has a potential to work, it will work someday. And until then, you have to be persistent and resilient. So stay persistent, learn from failures and adapt to overcome the obstacles. These were the 20 points in which we tried to cover, right from idea generation to building a startup on it, scaling it and taking an exit with an exit strategy. Hope this video helps you. So share this video with your friends who have built a startup or in the journey building a startup. Subscribe for more such videos. See you in the next video. Until then, keep innovating.